You are taking shelter inside a sturdy air raid shelter, enjoying the peace of the evening. Suddenly, several bombers fly towards your position. You immediately take cover and order the anti-aircraft guns to fire. As the anti-aircraft guns fire, several planes are shot down. The remaining bombers, after reaching their target, drop their bombs. Many bombs land on the air raid shelter and its surrounding, while you are sitting inside the shelter, gracefully sipping a cappuccino. The bombing ends. As the smoke gradually clears, the air raid shelter remains intact. You joyfully dance on top of the air raid shelter, but the roar of the enemy bombers masks the sound of the loudspeaker. Enemy bombers are back. You have to take cover inside the air raid shelter again. This time, the enemy bombers carry a massive bomb. The enemy bomber squadron flies through the dense anti-aircraft fire. The last bomber, after reaching its target, drops the bomb. We can see this huge bomb is 8.7 meters long, 94 meters in diameter, and weighs 200 kilograms. It is made of TNT explosive and a titanium alloy steel shell, with a rock-like fin and a slanted tail fin. You nervously watch this massive bomb. If it lands on the air raid shelter, it's over. Luckily, the bomb lands near the air raid shelter and doesn't explode. You breathe a sigh of relief and then joyfully dance. Suddenly, the buried bomb explodes, creating a huge cavity underground. This shockwave causes the air raid shelter's foundation to collapse, but you are still alive. Afterward, you take refuge in a meticulously designed underground bunker. A house this good deserves a great car, so I bought a Bidahan on Gwazi secondhand cars for over 90,000 yuan. It's 100,000 yuan cheaper than buying new. It feels just like new. New cars depreciate fast now. Gwazi is a great deal. Every car on Gwazi undergoes official professional inspection. You can test drive it for 3 days. Buy with confidence. If you have an old car, you can even sell it on Gwazi for a good price. Overall, listen to me. Buy and sell used cars on Gwazi. The enemy bombers are attacking again, but the massive bomb they dropped detonates prematurely against the solid concrete. You dance happily in the rue. Then the enemy bombers drop a Disney-themed rocket-assisted bomb on you. You don't think the enemy can penetrate such thick concrete, so you leisurely listen to music. The enemy bombers drop a bomb on your bunker. This bomb is 5.03 meters long, 28 millimeters in diameter, and 430 millimeters in diameter at the tail. It weighs 2,000 kilograms and has a heavy armor-piercing casing, a 230-kilogram shell-type explosive, and 19 rocket engines filled with propellant, a windmill and tail fin. Make up the bomb's free-fall body. After 30 seconds, the rocket engines ignite. In 3 seconds, the bomb speed increases to 129. This terrifying bomb penetrates 4 meters of concrete, the shelter, and explodes. The massive explosion buries you underground. You struggle to climb out of the rubble to avoid enemy bunker buster bombs. You take refuge in an even deeper and sturdier underground shelter. The enemy, determined to eliminate you, drops a Blue 109 bomb. When the enemy plane reaches its target, it drops the bomb. This bomb is 241 meters long, 370 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 910 kilograms. It has a hardened steel armor-piercing casing, 250 kilograms of high explosive, and an FMU-134 delayed fuse with a deceptive and GPS guidance kit. The bomb penetrates the solid concrete and explodes with a tremendous blast. However, since you are deep underground, this explosion poses no threat. Then the enemy drops another Blue U-1116 bomb. This bomb is the same size as the Blue 109, but its internal structure is vastly different. It has a 2-layer structure. The outer layer is an aluminum casing. The inner layer is a solid steel alloy core. When the bomb hits the shelter, the aluminum casing will tear off from the core. This maximizes the target penetration and terrain dynamics stability. This time, the bomb penetrates twice as deep as the Blue U-19, but it still doesn't breach your shelter. You taunt the attacking enemy, so the enemy drops several GBU-28 laser-guided bombs. This bomb is 5.8 meters long, 407 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 1,800 kilograms. It is made of an 8-inch howitzer shell, 36 kilograms of high explosive, and a laser guidance system. This bomb penetrates 6 meters of reinforced concrete and explodes. Then several bombs, guided by lasers, continue to penetrate the opened hole. You hear the increasingly close explosions. Sensing danger, you quickly flee. The last bomb penetrates the shelter and explodes inside the bunker. The massive explosion completely destroys the bunker, but you have already safely escaped. For your safety, you built the bunker under a mountain range. These mountains are made of solid granite. The enemy, aware of your location, plans to attack again, having escaped your last attack. The enemy drops a Storm Shadow cruise missile on your retreating bridge. This missile is 5.1 meters long, 630 millimeters wide, and 480 millimeters high. It weighs 300 kilograms. Its interior is a multi-stage warhead. Its power is provided by a small, consumable turbofan engine. When the missile hits its target, the front section will pierce through the target structure, and the subsequent armor-piercing warhead will continue to penetrate the target's interior. Then the delayed fuse armor-piercing warhead detonates. The bridge is destroyed. You feel a surge of panic, but you quickly calm down. After all, you are sheltering in such a sturdy bunker, unless the enemy uses a nuclear weapon. This time, the enemy drops a GBU. It seems the enemy has been pushed to a corner. Unexpectedly, the enemy has gone completely mad. They directly carried a BSU-111 bunker-busting nuclear bomb. When the enemy aircraft arrived at the designated location, they dropped the nuclear bomb on you. This nuclear bomb is 3.6 meters long, 340 millimeters in diameter. It weighs 324 kilograms. Its interior is a 300-ton W-34 bunker-busting nuclear warhead. The nuclear bomb drilled into the deep pit opened by the GBU bomb.